What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Gibbon here today with some Lawbreakers for you. Now, I know the worldwide release was yesterday, but I had a couple of bits and pieces going on, so this is the first sort of chance that I've got to play it now. Originally, when I first played this game, I actually played it on the PS4, and I'll be straight up, I absolutely loved it. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the way that it flowed. I enjoyed the way that it played. Now, I made the decision to get it on PC because I thought, right, my PC is a decent rig now, so it should be able to run the game really, really well. And what better way to sort of really get to grips with PC gaming than play this kind of zero gravity, multi-directional, vertical shooter type game. Now, in the background, you're watching a bit of Kronos gameplay, so I am the rocket launcher guy, and my special is the alt ability. Now, what I have to say to this, now, I understand that you have a deep learning curve when it comes to switching or making the switch or trying to get a little bit more proficient with PC gaming. When you're used to playing on console and used to having a controller, and now sort of moving more to predominantly mouse and keyboard, there are some quite large differences that are involved with that, which I completely understand. But with that being said, I've got some issues. My first issue is that I loaded up the game and it took forever for me to get into a lobby on the EU servers. In fact, it was that bad that it just would not load onto an EU server whatsoever at all. On an EU server, that's going to give me the best ping, i.e. the best connection in terms of when you're actually playing the game. So the problem that I had to connect to East Coast servers, so New York, etc., that type of thing, which automatically gives me a ping of 120. So the gameplay that I'm bringing you isn't absolutely amazingly brilliant because I get shat on quite a few times. I actually joined this game a little bit late, but there seems to be a bit of an issue in terms of from connecting to servers or just hanging in a lobby and not actually connecting to the game, which I don't know if that's just me or if anybody else has experienced that, but every time I tried to connect with an EU server, it just would not connect to where I needed it to actually connect to, which just became infuriating. Now, the second thing that has annoyed me, because it's happened 2 or 3 times, whilst playing the game's crashed. And when I say crashed, I don't mean just crashed and thinking out. I mean it's actually frozen my PC completely. And trust me when I tell you, my PC isn't a bullshit rig that's really crap. My PC can run games in its sleep without any problems whatsoever at all. Give you an example, PUBG, one of the bits of advice that they give you on PUBG is don't run it on Ultra because it really messes with your connection. I can run PUBG on Ultra with no issues whatsoever at all. I understand that this game is actually quite demanding on your PC. I get that. I've got no issues with that whatsoever at all, but it's crashed my PC 3 times in a row, and in terms of specs, updates, everything else is fine. The PC's new, but it's actually crashed. And I checked online, and there's quite a few people that are having the same issue on the PC. It happened a lot during the closed beta and the open beta, and it seems to be happening with the actual game itself. Now, to the game in hand, it looks beautiful. It still looks absolutely marvellous. It looks lovely on the PC. When it's running fine, it looks nice and crisp on the 60 frames per second, and everything looks really good. My issue is that I was getting shat on because of having to connect to American servers or East Coast servers, which just sometimes made it quite difficult to make any plays or do anything quite good. So what I ended up having to do was, rather than going for sort of my more upfront frontline characters, I was more having to go for sort of heavy characters like you see with Kronos, just firing off rockets and trying to do the best that I can with that. I actually enjoyed him, so on that side it's a good thing. I did say to Robbie in a tweet, this game is fucking garbage. I think that's just because I'd gotten annoyed with the servers and everything. I need to give it some time. I need to give myself some time to adjust, because there is the throes for me of an absolutely phenomenally good game here. Like a really, really good game here. So I just need to give myself a little bit of time to adjust, I think. I think it's more probably me and getting used to keyboard and mouse, but they need to sort the EU connection out, and they need to sort the game crashing out at the same time as well. So at the moment, I'm giving it about a 5 out of 10 from experience of the actual proper game launch. That will grow because I will get better with time. I know that. They just need to sort out shit on their end. That's going to do it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to click the like button. If you're new to the channel, please also don't forget to subscribe. This has been OG Gibbon. We will see you on the next one, guys. Take it easy. Peace!